Welcome to 1111, which is a segment from my podcast where I talk about a topic for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Today's topic is actually love because, hello, Valentine's Day. Fun fact, I have a brother and his birthday was on the 14th, which is today, but for you tomorrow. And my mom named him Valentin, because Valentine's Day, yep, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4. It makes sense. And honestly, I think that is one of the most beautiful things ever. I low key hate my name. Well, okay, no, hate is a strong word. We're gonna talk about that in this episode. But I low key don't really vibe with my name. But if I was named Valentine because I was born on Valentine's Day, I would have. I would never shut up about it. It's kind of like the thing where if whoever made you would have made you like taller, uh, I guess taller or like funny, you would probably it would be to your own detriment. So, the universe did something for a reason because he would be like, Manny, oh, that kid does not deserve to have a cute name because he would not shut up about it. Like, people who have the cutest names ever, they will never shut up about it. And it's like, it makes sense. Like, that is your name. Like, that is how people will know you. And it's cool. Anyways, the topic is love. I've experienced a lot of love lately. Well, first, if you're watching this on my YouTube, the visual, pick this book up. Conversations on Love by Natasha Lunn is one of the best books I have read ever. It was recommended to me by my friend Nick. He's a mutual on Instagram, and this book is incredibly amazing. I read it in the train. I've read it at home. I've read it wherever I go because it's so good. So it literally just talks about love, and it really did inspire me to do this episode as well. Because I've been experiencing a lot of love lately, and it hasn't been relationship love or lover love. It's been platonic love, and more so like friends and myself and the universe and life. I feel like I've been falling in love with my friends. I feel like I was very lonely for a while, and I got this like insane new wave of just so many different people, and like one person in particular, I've been like really 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 just loving their energy and just loving like just spending time with them, and just like I feel like they've met me where we had the new okay I'm never shutting up about this new moon like shift, because this new moon, it really shifted my whole world. It made me like so much calmer and like a lot more relaxed and a lot more like centered. So I feel like the new people that I've been meeting have been like really getting a really good side of me, although like my personal life has been crap and like some stuff has been going on with my parents, or more so my mom. I've still been able to be very level-headed. So that's tight, I guess. But this love that I've had for my friends or people who are there for me, I think is more important to me to have rather than like a lover soulmate type of. Well, I don't really believe in soulmates because we're all in a soul family and like you know what I mean. But rather than like a partner, I like right now. Okay, so I went on a date. I loved it. It was nice. It was cool. It was tight. I was talking to my kickboxing buddy about this. I was like, she was like, "Is there a second date?" I was like, "I'm not sure yet," just because I've really been like, I need to focus either like all my energy on my friends, or not necessarily all my energy, but I'm like, I want to focus this energy on my friends and like grow those connections that I know that are going to last, right? And also like I feel like I need to invest more energy in myself. Although I do like a certain amount, like I feel like 1 hour a day is entirely for my literally almost literally everything is. I'm very selfish with my energy. But like the next form of love that I've been like really really obsessed with lately has been falling in love with life. I've made it a priority for me this year to really focus on being excited about living life. I think it's really 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 important for me to for me to have this mentality is very important because I think if you're not excited about life, and whether it be like literally taking out the trash or like, you know, going across the country with your best friend, I feel like knowing that I'm going to be as excited for either things, I want that. I don't want to like wait till the weekend to be happy. I don't want to like wait till something crazy happens for me to be excited. I want to be excited about every single little thing about my life because it's literally like insane that we even exist. Like if you really think about it, it was literally just like a big little cute little big explosion of stardust and now we're here. And now we're literally talking through a podcast. Like who would have thought? So I'm like, okay, that's exciting, you know? So I've really been falling in love with life. And I think that's important. And I think it's a very important lesson to have. I've realized that there's so many different forms of love. I don't know, like I grew up with like straight love. Like everyone around me is straight as I was growing up. So that was the only love that I ever really experienced. I didn't necessarily even have my parents tell me they loved me until like last year when I was like, I'm going to make you say you love me. Like I know you love me, but I need to hear this from you. And I did it and it felt amazing and it's beautiful. And that's like a different type of love. And I feel like the opposite of love is hate. And I've only met one person like in that I can remember that openly says that they hate people and like they'll tell you which people they hate. And I think that is one of the most negative things you could ever do. I feel like I've made it a mission for myself to not hate anyone because anyone to not hate anybody just because one, it's useless. Two, if there's a solution, why not solve the problem? Or three, literally you do not have to hate this person. You can just move on and live your life. Like I feel like hating someone is so unnecessary to me and it's just a waste of energy and it's something so heavy to carry around rather than like love. You know what I mean? That's so annoying. But I feel like okay. So for me, I one falling in love with myself, like self-love. I did this meditation this one day. And you stare at yourself in the mirror naked and you're basically like I love you. Like I did this last night. I was like I love you so much. Like you're actually a really insane human and like I just love you, you know? I think that's like one of the first forms of actual love that I've realized that I have for myself. So I think that's tight. I feel like for me it's always like prioritizing my health. I feel like there's been habits that I've realized that aren't the healthiest for me. So I've been trying to like fix that. I also try to like dedicate 1 hour a day at least to like do whatever exercise, meditation, journal. I feel like reading. I think for me the biggest form of self love for me has been doing like my podcast and my YouTube, just because I think it's like allowing yourself to kind of like follow what you desire. And I think that's what life is really about. Like whatever it is, if it's like becoming a trash man, go for it, bud. I support you. If it's becoming a doctor and finding a cure for cancer, go for it, bud. I support you. I just feel like whenever you choose yourself over anything else, whenever you choose your happiness over everything else, I think that is the biggest form of self-love, whether it be like leaving people behind as well. Like sometimes I've realized that outgrowing people or just friendships dissolving when there was still love there, it's like one of the hardest heartbreaks ever, but it's also one of the most like important things you can do yourself for yourself. I feel like boundaries are also very important to do for self-love. I think boundaries are one of the most important things for love in general with other humans, just because I feel like boundaries are literally ways for you to tell people how to love you. Like I don't enjoy when you do this, or I don't enjoy when you do that, or when you do this it makes me feel this way and I would much rather you to do this or whatever. Those are literally boundaries that allow happiness and love to grow. I feel like if there's no boundaries, love won't grow, just because I don't necessarily believe in like being a yes man or yes oh my god. I was listening to my podcast the other day, not mine but like another podcast that I love, And then we're like, if Harriet Tubman was non-binary, their names would be Harriet Tub them. It was so funny to me. It was hilarious. I like think about it like randomly. Like I'll think about it at the gym and I'll just start laughing because it is the most funny. It's like hilarious to me. But I feel like I've realized that reminding myself that I'm worthy of love and that love will come whenever it comes and I do not have to pressure or stress out about it. Obviously, get yourself out there, like put yourself out there, whatever, do whatever you want to do. But always remember that like we're meant to love. Like we're meant to be loved and we're meant to love and we're meant to like, whatever is meant for us won't pass us. So sometimes I feel like in our 20s, we're so focused on finding love because I had this conversation the other day. I was like, the 20s are so crazy. Like people are getting married, people are getting, having babies, people are like moving states and all these things. People are finding love. It's like I don't want to pressure myself into focusing all of my energy on finding love. It's low-key very useless because if it's meant for me, it'll just happen. You know what I mean? But anyways, I love you so much. Please be safe. And yeah, love yourself and love everyone else. Bye.